Okay.
So we'll go ahead. Running around like a crazy person today. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start in Sukhasana, and just in an easy seat, something that's comfortable. You can kind of sit with your legs crossed. Maybe bring your hands to your lap. I'm just starting to settle in. Just becoming aware of your breath. And just noticing the experience of your body right now. And so as you start to settle in and find your breath, just starting to notice, is there any areas of your body where you're hanging on to tension? Any areas of sensation? As we move through our practice this evening, we're going to work to find the flow in the body. So moving with the breath. Just kind of moving in a way that feels good to you. In a way that supports your body's needs right now. And then as you start to deepen the breath, trying to expand the breath into the abdomen, so the belly expands as you inhale. And the belly draws in and contracts as you exhale. Inhale, allowing the body to expand. And exhale. Inhale, abdomen expands. And exhale. Let your fingertips come down by your sides. And let your hands come back by your hips. So instead of being forward, maybe draw the shoulders up by the ears and squeeze the shoulders straight back, and then let the fingertips come down. Pressing down into your right fingertips. We'll sweep the left arm to the sky. Press down a little bit more, get longer through the left side. So imagine that you're trying to reach the left hand to the sky, but also the right hand is lifting you up and over. Breathing into the left side of the rib cage. And then back through center, left hand comes down, right arm reaches to the sky. Same action here, so left fingertips press down, right arm reaches up. Get long through the right side body. Breathe into the right side of the rib cage. And inhale as you come back through center here. We'll come forward onto all fours, hands and knees. And just stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees. We're just kind of feeling where the body is right now. Maybe shifting a little from side to side. And then once you're ready to do so, we'll inhale, let the tail lift, the belly drop down, the heart come forward. Then exhale, press into the hands and round. Inhale, arch, lift the tail, lift the heart. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. This is anterior tilt of the pelvis. This little J-Lo action. The booty goes up and back. And exhale as we round. Two more here. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And exhale. This time, inhale and arch. You look forward. And then as you exhale, continue the roll back and let the hips sink back by the heels. Let's move through a few rounds here. Inhale, all fours, arch. And look up. And exhale, hips to heels, round. Inhale, arch, forward. And exhale, round as you come back. One more, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Coming back to all fours here, just to get a little bit muscle activation going. We're gonna move into some hydrants. So we'll start with the left leg. You draw the left leg knee straight out to the side, and then press to the pinky side edge of the foot. So like you're trying to karate chop the sky. Lift the knee up a little bit more. What's gonna happen is the right elbow is gonna bend and drop, and the right hip will sag out to the right. Hug the right hip in towards the midline, and see if you can press the left knee towards the sky a little bit more. Take one more breath. And back to center. We'll come over to the other side. Right leg comes out. I'm gonna scoot over a little. Right leg comes out. Pinky side edge of the foot reaches to the sky. Knee comes up. Hug the left hip in towards the midline, activating those outer hips. And then back through center. We'll do one more each side. So left leg comes out. Karate chop. Press the knee away. Right knee hugs towards, right hip hugs towards the midline. And then switch. Right leg comes out. Pinky side edge comes up. Knee reaches towards the sky. Hug the left hip in towards the midline. And come back to center. Nice job. We'll open the knees, let the hips sink back towards the heels. Maybe adding in a little movement here. Maybe coming to the forearms. Maybe coming all the way into child's pose. We'll take a few breaths here. On the next inhale, come forward to all fours. Arch and look up. Curl the toes under, and let's come up and back to down dog. This time take your feet wide for this first round, so maybe about mat width distance. And then shift a little from side to side, maybe adding in a little twist. Hips come to the right, and heels drop to the right, and then hips come to the left, heels drop to the left. And moving with what your body needs. And get long through the side body just a little. And then come back to center here in down dog. Bend the knees a lot, lift the tail towards the sky. And inhale as you look forward, draw the belly in, and roll forward to plank. Knees come down, hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, all fours, hands and knees and arch. And then up and back to down dog. Let's do a few rounds of this. Inhale, roll forward. Plank pose, knees down, child's pose. Inhale, all fours, hands and knees. And exhale, up and back, down dog. One more, inhale, roll forward, plank pose. Exhale, knees down, child's pose. Inhale, all fours. And then exhale, up and back, down dog. Back to your down dog, press into the hands a lot. And then from here, reach the right leg back behind. Maybe even turn that leg out so you have a little external rotation, get long from the side body. And then hug the right knee and tip the right foot to the right thumb. Left knee comes down here. And press down into the front heel as you reach the arms to the sky. Keep reaching the arms to the sky. Keep shifting the hips forward and pressing down to that front heel. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale, plant the hands down. Step it back, down dog. Reach the left leg towards the sky, inhale. Exhale, hug the knee and step the left foot to the left hand. Press down through that left heel. Reach here to the sky. Arms reach up, hips slide forward, and then press down that front heel to fire up the underside of your glutes. And then hands come to mat. This time we're going to come forward. So lift the back knee, inhale. Exhale as we step it forward. Inhale, lengthen out, flat back. Exhale, fold. Maybe take a breath here. You take a couple, maybe even open your stance a little bit wider from right to left. You can add in a little movement or just find a little stillness. And start to notice here the flow that you're feeling through your body. Maybe you notice the flow of energy. Maybe you notice the blood pumping. Maybe it's your breath. When you're ready to do so, hands can come to the shins, and inhale as you lengthen out, flat back. Exhale as you fold. Let the hands come down, keep the right foot where it is, and step the left foot back. So right foot is out to the edge of the right edge of the mat. Bring the left hand off of the side of the mat. Take a moment here, drag the back knee in diagonally towards the front without actually moving, and then reach the right arm up and over. Imagine that I'm there grabbing onto your wrist and pulling you long through the right side body. And come back through center here. Both hands come down. You come up onto tented fingers. Look forward here. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Keep the feet wide still. Inhale, lengthen out, flat back. Maybe the fingertips are down, maybe hands to the shins, and fold. Let the hands come down again. Inhale, lengthen, bend the left knee, and step the right foot back. Right hand comes down off the side of the mat. This again, left foot's towards the edge, outer edge of the mat. Left arm comes forward, and you start to sweep back. Again, imagining that I've got your wrists and I'm pulling, getting long through the left side body. If you have the ability to grab onto something, you might do so. Just found a framing of the door that I could grab onto. And come back through center, both hands come down. Plant the hands, and this time step back to plank. Take a pause. Knees come down, lower down to the belly. We'll take a few cobra variations here. The fingertips come off of the side of the mat. Shoulders come up by the ears, and then shoulders hug straight back. Press the fingertips down, tops of the feet down, and inhale as you start to find a baby cobra. So the fingers, you might actually be able to lift them. You might need a little bit of hand support here. But think forward, ribs slide forward, and then maybe a little bit of a lift, and then release back down. We'll move through two more at your own pace with your breath. So fingertips press down, shoulders come up by the ears, hug straight back, inhale, and exhale. Maybe you take a full round here for a break, or maybe you move right into it on your next inhale. So again, shoulders up, shoulders hug back. Inhale as you come up, and exhale. Hands come underneath the shoulders, and press up and back to down dog. Shift a little from side to side. Inhale as you look forward, and exhale as you step or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Bring the feet to about hip width distance. So the then outer hip, think more inner hip, which might mean like 8 knuckles between the big toe mounds. And then from here, bend the knees, find a little anterior tilt, send the butt back like Jayla, and start to find your chair pose. So when we find a little anterior tilt, you start to lift through the chest, maybe the fingertips come to the thighs here. Press down into the heels, and then isometrically, that means engage the muscle without moving. Pull the heels apart until you feel the outer hips turn on. Maybe reaching your arms towards the sky here. Keep pulling the heels apart. Maybe as the heels pull apart, you start to notice that the shins start to rotate in just a little, as if you're squeezing a block on the front of the shins. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Take a pause here. Slide forward a little. Knees can come down and lower. You can chaturanga. Inhale. Maybe take a little cobra or an up dog. And then exhale, up and back, down dog. So just moving through a few rounds here. We'll inhale, roll forward to plank pose. Knees down, lower, chaturanga, or belly down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, up and back to down dog. Inhale here as you look forward. Exhale, step or hop or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen and fold. Press down into your heels and inhale as you rise all the way to stand. Sweep the arms to the sky. Bring the hands to the heart. And just take a moment here. Coming back to the flow, what the body feels like. How it feels to breathe and move. We usually find our flow by getting out into the world, and most of us have been stuck in home. So taking this time, just see where you're at. See if you can find your flow. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step it back to plank. Knees come down, whatever this is, on your belly, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, or cobra, and then exhale, up and back, down dog. Reach the right leg back behind, and this time bend the knee, open up the hip, maybe kick the heel across. See if you can find that activation in the outer hip, like you did in that hydrant pose early on. Inhale here. Exhale, hug the knee in and step the right foot to the right thumb. From here, bring both hands to that front shin. Let's press down into that front heel. Let's reach the back heel back. Now we're going to add in a little pelvis movement here. So we've had a little anterior tilt, send the booty back, lift the chest. And then exhale, posterior tilt, draw the tail under. The back leg obviously needs to move. Inhale, anterior tilt. And exhale, posterior tilt. One more, inhale, anterior. And exhale, posterior tilt. Like this time as you inhale, anterior tilt. Throw the arms out to your sides, like you're opening the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Press down into that front heel. Keep reaching the back heel back. Find your inner J-Lo. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky, and then fold forward. Set it back to plank. All the way down, chaturanga or belly down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. Reach the left leg back behind, bend the knee and wrap the hip open. So again, activate that outer edge of the foot. Lift the knee, lift the ankle bone. Inhale, straighten and square. Exhale, hug the knee and step the left foot to the left thumb. Press down here into that front heel and bring both hands to that front knee. So again, finding that little pelvis movement. Inhale, anterior tilt. Reach back, think back bend. And then exhale, posterior tilt. Inhale, anterior tilt. So this movement is happening at the low back, the pelvis is moving. Posterior tilt. Inhale, anterior. Exhale, posterior. One more, anterior tilt here. Reach with that back leg. Arms come in front, and then squeeze the elbows back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift through the chest, press down into the front heel. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, reach the arms to the sky. And then all the way down, set it back to plank. Knees down, child's pose. Again, maybe finding a little movement through the hips. On the next inhale, find our way back to all fours. Curl the toes, up and back, down dog. Inhale as we look forward. As you exhale, maybe you'll take a little hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen out, and exhale, fold. I've done that hop in the spot and actually hit my head on the wall. So I was like, ugh. Maybe grab elbow to elbow here. Shift a little from side to side. The feet to about hip width distance. Press down into the heels, bend the knees, and find your chair pose, your Utkatasana. Find a little J-Lo. Pull the heels apart, again, activating those outer hips. This time, bring the elbows together in front of you. So you're gonna squeeze the elbows together, palms come together. And then reach the elbows up. So you have a tendency to want to drop down. See if you can get them at shoulder height. Keep squeezing the elbows together. Keep pulling the heels apart. One more breath. Okay, 2 more, leg. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, take a fold over the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Plant the hands, step it back. Down dog. So flow through here if you'd like, or stay in down dog plank. Maybe chaturanga, maybe up dog or cobra. And up and back to down dog. Reach the right leg back behind, inhale. Hug the knee in, step the right foot to the right thumb. Exhale. Press down into that front heel. Rise up here, high lunge. So pressing down into the front heel, hugging the feet towards each other. And then soften that back knee here. Let's open up to a warrior 2. So same action here, pressing down into the front heel and hugging the feet in, reaching the arms out. Right forearm comes to the right thigh. Left arm reaches up and over at an angle. So diagonal up from the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step back plank. And again, knees down or chaturanga. Maybe take a little back bend. Finding a little down dog. Reach the left leg back as you inhale. Hug the knee in, step the left foot through. Press down here. Rise up, high lunge. So keep reaching the back knee back, but keep hugging the feet towards each other. Open up here, warrior 2. Hug the feet in, down through the front heel, reach the arms out. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And then reach the arms out a little bit more. Left forearm comes to the left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. And circle down and around. Hands come down. Step it back here, down dog, and take a pause. So if you'd like to, you can roll forward plank, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. You can take child's pose. Or you might just pedal it out here. We'll get ready to move through a flow. So we're gonna do that same thing. We do the step with the right high lunge, warrior 2, side angle. We're gonna add in a reverse warrior. So right arm down, we sweep up, left arm comes up, and then hands plant, and we flow through and move to the other side. So I'll cue you as you go, I'm just letting you know. Inhale, reach the right leg back. Exhale, hug the knee and step the right foot down. Press down into that right heel, sweep the arms to the sky, high lunge. And then open up here, warrior 2. Inhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm comes up and over. And then exhale as you sweep up and back, reverse warrior. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Step it back, plank. Knees down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Reach the left leg back, inhale. Exhale, hug the knee in, step the left foot through. Press down, rise up here, high lunge. Open up, warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, left forearm to left thigh, right arm up and over. And then as you exhale, up and back. Inhale, left forearm to left thigh, side angle. And exhale, reverse warrior. One more, inhale. And exhale. Welcome back to center. Cartwheel the hands down. Step it back. Plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. And we take a child's pose here. Take a breath. Feel the body's flow. Maybe deepen the breath once again. Extend the arms out. Find our way up and back to down dog. Reach the right leg back, inhale. Exhale, hug the knee and step the right foot through. Press straight down here into high lunge. So the heel presses straight down. We isometrically hug the feet towards each other. Reach the arms to the sky. And this time, let's bring the hands forward, interlace, and then reach away. Reach away, reach away, reach away. And then as you get as far away as you can reach, imagine that you're holding on to something, you've got something hooked, and then start to pull back but without actually moving. So the shoulders might seem to get a little wider. The muscles going the other direction might turn on. Let's take one more breath. Soften the back knee, let the hands come in. This time we'll shift, let the left knee come in and up. So we shift forward onto that standing front leg. Take a little balance here. Maybe you play with your balance or use what you have. I happen to have a wall next to me. So maybe that means you shift the heat of the weight into the standing heel. See what that feels like. Can you still keep the big toes down? And then release the left foot down. See what the right leg and the left leg feel like. Reach the arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down, step back, plank, chaturanga, or knees down. Inhale, up dog, or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Reach the left leg back here as you inhale. Exhale, hug the knee in. Step the left foot through. Press down into that front heel. Rise up, high lunge. So same actions here, pressing straight down, hugging towards each other diagonally the feet. Draw the hands out in front. This time, switch the grip. So if you normally do, so do what you normally do, and then slide the fingers one space over. And then same action here, reach, 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 reach. And then when you can't reach any further, imagine that you've just hooked your hands over something and now start to pull back, but don't actually move. Keep pressing down into that front heel. Woo. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Actually bring the hands into the heart. Let's shift the weight into that front foot. Right knee comes up. So you can hang out here if you need to, if you're like, I'm gonna fall over, that's fine. And so think of shifting the weight back into that standing, the heel of the standing foot. See if you can feel the weight drop into the heel and then press down into the big toe. See if you can find your balance here. The next inhale, release the right foot down. Bring the feet to about hip width distance. We're gonna come into a standing hydrant. So we find a little chair pose like we did before, right? So a little anterior tilt. Shift the weight back into the heels. And then imagine, like we did on our all fours, you're gonna draw your right knee, you're gonna turn your knee in just a little bit, heel out a little bit, and you're gonna draw your right leg up. So you might be like, oh, I'm falling over. That's okay, that's what your arms are for. And again, remember what, like we did on all fours, hug the standing hip in, lift the heel a little higher. You feel the outer hips both working. That's what we're looking for. Cool. And then maybe you shift, shake them out a little, and do the other side. So again, shift onto that. This time the right leg. Find a little anterior tilt, so I'm in chair pose. That gives you a little bit more mobility in the pelvis. Turn the thigh in. Maybe start with the hands on the hips. Foot lifts out and up. You might have to do this a few times to get there. That's okay. A standing hip's gonna wanna hug out, hug it back in. Maybe you come forward through the upper body just a little bit. Your arms come out, maybe you can use a wall near you. Turn those outer hips on. Beautiful, beautiful. And release down. Whew. Maybe shift one hip and then the other. So getting a little bit more of a challenge here. If you're like, that was enough challenge, I'm not doing it anymore, cool, do that one again. Otherwise, maybe you find anterior tilt, shift the weight into the left leg. Maybe this time the knee comes up. I like to bring the knee up and grab on. You come this way. Find a little, oh, no balance tonight. Find a little anterior tilt. This time, send the leg out to the side. Pull back with the shoulder, just like we were doing, we were reaching out. You've got to hold now, pull back just a little. So maybe play around and you go, whoo, one side's better than the other. It's definitely not my strongest side, that one. A little anterior tilt, switch to the other side. Grab the outer edge of the foot just like you would in Happy Baby. A little fold, a little forward action, a little anterior tilt to the pelvis. And then once you played around, you're like, that's good. I'll come back to down dog. Step the right foot forward. So you might stay right here. I'm gonna put a block underneath my knee because this floor is hard and this knee doesn't like this floor. And so you might stay right here, or you might use the strength of your left hamstring to kick your foot in towards your butt. And then maybe reach back and grab on. Maybe rock a little from side to side. I like this one. Let the front knee kick out to the side. The toes turn out slightly. And then from here, press into the hands. Bring that right foot across. So we're gonna find pigeon. So we've done pigeon with me before. You know, I like to press into my hands, my front foot, my back foot, and scoop the front hip back. Just a little bit. So instead of bringing the foot forward, think more about moving the hip back, the knee back. And then maybe you stay right here. Maybe you fold forward. Maybe you fold over the foot just a little bit. Targeting that right outer hip. So this front outer hip here, they just worked quite a bit. Take another breath or two here. And then once you're ready to do so, the hands can come back and shoulders. And maybe you just come to table, wiggle it out a little, maybe you come to down dog. And then up and back to down dog, reach the left leg back. Step the left foot to the outside of that left hand. And again, you might just hang out in lizard for a few beats, just hands inside that front leg. And I didn't mention this on the other side, but if your hips are really tight and grabbing onto that back foot it's hard to reach, you can, I think I just did it, I didn't say it, but you can slide the hips back a little bit. They give a little anterior tilt on that back leg side. So you might start here, bend the knee, bring the foot towards the butt. You might be like, I can't reach. And then you slide back a little. I can't reach, slide back a little. And think about wrapping that top shoulder open. Releasing back down. Again, a little rocking from side to side. And then press down in, left foot comes across. Again, foot stays down, knee and hip lift if you want to move the leg. So maybe you're taking a forward fold straight over the front. You're coming towards that right, the left foot, which would be towards your right. Coming back to center. Again, maybe the hands come underneath the shoulders. And you come back to the table and add in some movement. Come to a seated position, facing whatever direction is going to work for you. We'll bring the soles of the feet together here. Let the knees drop out towards the side. And think about lifting through the spine. So sometimes we just kind of collapse in here. Think about lifting. Think about finding your inner J-Lo, right? I find a little anterior tilt, and then take a fold forward. And slowly lifting back through the spine. From here, we'll find our way onto our backs. So if you'd like to take a happy baby here, you can certainly do so. Grabbing the outer edge of the foot, letting the feet rock a little from side to side. And slowly releasing the feet down. We'll bring the feet straight down to the ground. Press down into the feet and just lift the hips up like an inch or two. We'll activate. And then in this place with the hips lifted an inch or two, you also anterior tilt. So now the back goes a little bit closer to the ground. As you anterior tilt, turn on the muscles in the low back and then press into the feet again. Keep anterior tilting, keep that low back in a little curve, a little J-Lo action. Press into the heels and lift your hips another centimeter, but keep that low back curve. Cool, now slowly release down. Actually, just kidding, with the hips and slide them like 3 inches over to the right. And then draw the right knee in and let the right knee come across the midline. So the left leg scoots back out. Left leg can actually extend straight if that works for you. And right leg comes across here. Maybe the right arm opens to the right. Maybe you use your left hand on the outer knee. If that's too much, you could be here. You could be here with props underneath you, breathing into the right side of the rib cage. Think about somebody pulling your right hip down and away from your right armpit so that you're getting long all the way down into the hip flexors, through the intercostal muscles in the ribs, all the way up into those junky muscles in the armpit, teres major and minor, serratus, those serratus anterior muscles, all those fun ones that jack up our shoulders. And slowly come back up through center. We'll do the same thing here. So re-straighten out, lift the hips. Let's just reset the low back for a moment. Press into the hips, lift them up. Press into the feet, lift the hips an inch or two. And again, find that anterior tilt. You'll notice it's hard to activate. It's okay. Anterior tilt, and then press in again. Keep anterior so the low back is turned on. You don't have to stay here as long before you come down. Scoot the hips 2 to 3 inches over to the left. Left knee comes in, right leg extends out, and then twisting across the body. And again, taking your time here. If this feels like a lot, it's like muscles in the side body, the outer hips, the side waist are all jacked up, then stack the knees or even put something underneath them. But again, imagine somebody's grabbing on to that outer hip and pulling it down and away from the left armpit. You might even reach the left arm up and out at a diagonal. And slowly finding your way back to center. Now, if there's any final poses that you'd like to add in, you can certainly do so. One that's kind of a nice pose is the Viparita Karani variation, just an inversion, and inverted legs up the wall. So you just draw the legs up. If you have a wall nearby, or even a piece of furniture, you could like lay them over the couch. Knees bend. You could place a block or a pillow underneath the hips and lift them up a little bit. If that works for you. I'm just taking a few breaths there. And then from there, letting the legs come down. If you've got your legs up on a wall or your legs are supported on a piece of furniture or something, and you'd like to stay there for Shavasana, you certainly can. Otherwise, just extending the arms out, the legs out, taking up as much space as you would like. The beauty of practicing at home is you can take up all the space. Not to worry about somebody's hand next to you or somebody breathing near you. Just coming back to your own breath. Rise and fall of the breath as you inhale and exhale. Just taking some time here to notice the flow within your body, the flow of energy. Maybe it's the flow of sweat. Maybe it's your breath, your blood. something else. Just taking the time to tune in to your own experience. You can begin to draw some awareness back to your breath. Deepening your inhalation and your exhalation. And beginning to add some awareness back to the body. Adding in some movements. Whatever feels good to you right now. And allowing that movement to bring you back to a seated position. Bringing the hands to the heart and just taking a moment here. Coming back to that idea, that experience of flow. What it feels like to be tuned into the flow in your own body, in your own life. Flow is where the ease, it's where that exists. It's the better equipped you are to tap into your own flow, whether that's your breath, your movement, your blood, your energy, the easier it is to find ease. So may you find ease and move from that place. Thank you for joining. Namaste.